Good morning. It's Saturday. So it's not currently raining, but it's supposed to be another one of those rainy weekends. I made a post on Instagram and I was just like, it's funny how the weather's, fairly nice during the week when I don't have time to do the things I need to do outside. But then on the weekends, when I have all the time, it rains. So anyway, it's not raining right now, but and I'm saying this because I'm thinking about the bed. So I'm saying this to say I still haven't done anything else regarding the setting up the beds in that one garden space, and it's looking like I'm not gonna be able to do it today or this weekend. So yeah, but yeah, so it's not raining currently, but it's kind of early, and I try to be a pretty considerate neighbor, especially when it comes to like noise control. I mean, yeah, one because I generally tend to be considerate of others, and two, I'm very much a do unto others as you would have them do unto you, and I would appreciate some consideration, more consideration than what I get, but that's a different story. Anyway, so yeah, it's too early for me to get out and do that stuff. So what I did realize though, and I actually thought about doing this like a week ago or something, some point before now I thought about doing this, but again, the rain and all that. So anyway, I haven't looked at a lot of things since the whole winter storm came through, and I showed you a little bit of that, I'm pretty sure. I think I put a clip of it on one of my last videos. I think I did. How everything was just like covered in snow. So yeah, there are a couple of things that I've uncovered since then. Those were just things that didn't really just need to be consistently covered. And then, what I think technically everything I have out there could be uncovered outside of those extreme cold periods. But anyway, though I've uncovered a couple of things, but most stuff I haven't really looked at all. So it's a good time for us to do that. And I mean, we got some light, we got some daylight, so it's very gloomy, but it's definitely light enough for us to look at it. Let's see. I'll talk about it. I'll talk about it as when we get to certain things. There's some things I want to mention, but yeah, so let me finish getting myself together, and we'll go see what's happening outside. Okay, we are going to start in the front. So this is the front border. I'm not going to get too in-depth with some of these things, but this is an alyssum, and that was some kind of ground cover, which I think is actually supposed to be annual. But I left pretty much everything just to see if I could get some things to stick around. But anyway, the stuff that's supposed to be perennial definitely did okay, and I didn't cover anything up here in this bed. So I got, strawberries, mums. That's another one of those ground covers. I don't know if it's the same kind as this one, but that's another ground cover. All the coreopsis, that's a little seedling, and these, I don't remember what those were. I planted those like right at the end of the season. It might already be in the winter time when I planted those. I just bought them. I think they were on sale or something. This is the lemon thyme. Yes, that's the lemon thyme. And those are my new, I was gonna say hostas. Oh gosh, what's the word? Hydrangeas. Those are those, and you see they have a lot of buds on them. I'm not sure I'm stepping because I actually have some hostas like right up through here. But anyway, let's see. Let's look at these. Look at those buds. So I'm pretty excited about this year. These are new. I just planted these last year. These two, and they stay small. So look at this. You see that? You see how that's brown? So that might be dead, but it's got some little ones on the side. And they still have some color. That one at least still has some color. So I don't know. Hopefully it's okay. It's got some nice ones right there at the base. So this one, it's actually got some green. So I don't know. But yeah, that. Let me get out of here. Again, something that's supposed to be annual, but I left them. I'll cut them back later, but for now I'm just leaving them. You can see this is actually anemones that are coming up, so I don't know what those are gonna do. Again, these are just some other ground covers that I have out here. That is one of the grasses that I actually started from seed. And these bigger ones I bought last year. Which the ones I started from seed are actually supposed to be perennial, so they should be fine. Oh yeah. I added those, geez, what's the name? It's the one with the stalk that has all the little flowers. Oh my gosh, I know the name of this. Oh my gosh, anyway, look, they're coming up. Is that one coming up right there? Yep, they're coming up. Something else trying to break through there. That must be one of them, because what else would it be? I didn't even look around the other spots. Let's see. Yep, looks like one coming up right there. Man, I forgot all about those. Y'all remember me planting those and I was talking about how late it was? What is this? What's that? Oh, wait. This little ground cover has flowers? I didn't know that. I did not know this ground cover had flowers. Oh, it's so pretty. And it's purple. You know I like purple flowers. Oh, that's perfect. I had no idea. Well, anyway, that's pretty. Hold on. Let's get... We might get a picture of that. The color isn't as great on camera as it is in person, but whatever. Let's see. I don't see... Okay. Oh no, that's a leaf. I thought that was something coming out of the ground. Yeah, I don't see any others coming up. They might be pushing through and I just can't see them, but oh, what's the name of that? What's the name of it? Oh man, hyacinth. That's it. Yeah, so those are the hyacinths coming through. Let's go to the back. All right, here we are. Again, a bunch of coreopsis. That was is it Nepeta? No, it's not Nepeta. It's oh gosh, I'm forgetting names right now, y'all. But that is one right here and there's one over here, and those are perennial, so they should be okay. I'll just have to cut all this dead back. And look, let's see. You see all that greenery down there? So yeah, they should be fine. And there's a bunch of weeds growing in here. It's just crazy to me, but I guess this side is the south side, so it gets more sun than that front side gets. But yeah. Oh, so I didn't say, this is my Russian sage, which, you know, I'd already cut it back. I hope it does okay. I maybe should have covered it. I don't know. I've never covered it, but I don't know. Hopefully it does okay. Let's see. I do have tulips and stuff that have been in here for like the last year or two. So there's something coming up right there. There's some over here. Daffodils, that's what else I have. Tulips and daffodils. So they'll just kind of come up in between this because I didn't plant this coreopsis like this. It seeds and it'll just kind of spread around. So that's how I ended up with those in the front. I pulled up some of the seedlings from back here and moved it up there. That was celery. That didn't stalk, it just had a bunch of leaves. So I can definitely get rid of that now. My blueberry. Still got lots of buds and this one really long. Yeah, probably gonna have to cut that. here is the oregano. It looked worse the other day, but I guess that dead stuff is falling. All the little dead leaves are falling off, so it doesn't look as bad now. But as you can see, it's got a lot of green lower down, but then it had all this that got hit in the cold that's gonna have to be cut off. A rose that is looking a little questionable. Looking a little questionable. I'll probably cut this long one back anyway, but let's see. See, it's this really long one, so I'll likely cut that off anyway. But yeah, we'll see. Mums, those are probably daffodils, not tulips, but I do have tulips out here too. It's just some sage, which looks like it's gonna do okay. Definitely gonna have to be cut as well, or should be cut, but it's got a lot of new growth in there. A lavender that I probably maybe should have covered. I don't know. We'll see what it does. I have a grass right there. That's one of those grasses that I started, and I had a bunch of basil over here, so I'm hoping that seeds, I actually spread the seeds around for that, so hopefully it'll do good. That's the blackberry. Let's see what happens with that. Mums, lots of mums. Another rose. Oh yeah, not celery, cilantro. Some of these bigger things are cilantro seedlings because I spread those seeds around. And that'll be good because it'll go bad pretty quick, or it'll go to flower pretty quick, so I don't mind there being a bunch of them because they'll die. So I need to be able to get as much as I can before they die. They're my chives. They died and they're coming back. Or no, I cut those actually. But yeah. Another blueberry. All the strawberries. All the strawberries. That was that pineapple sage, I think. I cut that back. I don't know if it's going to come back or not, but if it does, I'm going to need to move it. It can't stay right there. It's way too big. This is some Dusty Miller. Is it Dusty Miller or the other thing? Yeah, it's Dusty Miller. I'm thinking about lamb's ear. This is the Dusty Miller. And I had a few of these. And they've made it. Okay, so look, like that. That's bad, but it's still here. Here is my Rudbeckia. I covered this up to try to save it, and it looks like at least some of it is going to make it, so hopefully that does well. There's a lot of weeds in here again. Let's see, there's something coming up here, probably a daffodil, and this is the rosemary. So I wanted to stop and talk about this, which this is the first I'm actually just getting up close and looking at it, and it does look like the tips got damaged, but you know, it'll grow from side shoots like that right there, growing off the side. So I think it's going to be fine. So in that last video, I think it was the last video I showed you, my seedlings and everything, I had a couple of starts. I've talked about this previously, that in that winter storm we had, I think it was last year. Yeah, I think it was last year. My rosemary died because I didn't try to protect it, because every year up to then I hadn't done anything and it survived just fine, so I didn't think I needed to. Well, it died last year. I had to buy one, and then yeah, this year, before any of the cold came through, I went ahead and made cuttings and, you know, started rooting those so that I would have one if it didn't survive. But I did cover it up, so you know, at the very least all the needles haven't dropped off like they did on that other time. But yeah, so here it is. I think it's gonna be okay. Like I said, some of these tips look bad, so I'll likely end up having to cut that, which I should probably just cut it back anyway. I might just go across and cut it down anyway. So, but that's something else that I won't do immediately. I'll leave it because we might get some more of that cold, and then I have even more to cut back. So yeah, I think it's doing okay. Here are all of those. Was it hyacinths? Oh my gosh, that's a dahlia tuber. Why is that? How'd that get uncovered? Man, that's not good. That is not good. I think it's done. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, so these were those tulips that I planted back here? I think it was tulips that I planted back here. No, it was daffodils. It was yeah, okay. Because I remember she gave me daffodils and hyacinths. I don't think she gave me any tulips. I think it was that one bag of hyacinths and a bunch of daffodils. Or the other way around. I don't know. But yep, they're coming up. They're coming up. And all this needs to be covered up. So that's why it looks like that. See, look. There's another dahlia tuber above the ground. What is going on here? Now, see, this one over here made a little sense because I messed with the dirt over here when I was putting these bulbs in. So I could kind of see where that one could have gotten uncovered. But that over there, I didn't do anything over there. So I don't know how that happened. I definitely need to mulch over this stuff. And I'll just, you know, put some compost down. I bought like some cheap compost, whatever cheap compost I can find. I'm not going to put anything particularly nice. Yeah, nice over here for the flowers and stuff, but it's really just to cover things up because I got all this stuff growing in that shouldn't be here. So I'll probably take my rake, just my flat rake, not like the leaf one, the hard one, and run the back of it and just kind of try to pull some of that stuff out and then just cover over things. But that's the back border. Let's go look at the gardens. All right, here's the space looking very much the same way it looked when I left it after I did all that digging out. I just stepped on something. It's a little light holder thing. We're gonna look under here. This is where the beets and carrots are, and there were a couple of potatoes that I threw in because I just had them. There's some green onions in here as well. You know, actually, there might be some little baby tomato plants growing under here. So since it's been warm enough under there. Look at this lettuce. Man, this stuff did not look this good before the cold. Look at that. Nope, ants trying to get to it. Look at that. Stupid ants, man. I just don't understand. Yeah, there's some lettuce under there. Awesome. I really didn't expect that to make it with just this on it, but it did. That's great. Now, I figure out how we're going to look under here without me completely uncovering this and having to fix it back. Hold on. All right, you ready? Okay, wait a minute. Let me roll my sleeve up. So I still got that bad piece. Oh, there's a brick right there. Let's see that one. I was wondering why this wasn't moving. I still got that ripped up plastic as well as the new plastic. So, here we go. Look at the beets. Man, look at the beets. Or at least the leaves from the beets. Pull that plastic out of here. It's a very big weed. That's a weed. Oh, gosh. So lots of weeds in here. So. Hold on, y'all. I'm going to pull some of this out and then I'll show you. Okay, we're back. And now I can only use one of my hands on the phone. So, the beets. I know I had this big space, but it may be because it was like really thick with weeds right there. Oh, what? Yeah, so I didn't get all of the stuff out, but I got a good bit of it out. Hold on, wait, what is that? Yeah, wait. That actually looks like a carrot or something. Might have been a wild carrot. Sorry, I'm still pulling. Because now I'm back over here. After I've gone to the other side and came back, I'm like, oh wait, there's still a lot happening over here. Okay, we're done. So, beets, the ones that are further in, the leaves are looking a lot bigger on. So hopefully there's a nice big beet under there. Oh, it's over to the side. Okay. See it? I'm not pulling any of these out right now though, so hopefully they'll get bigger for us. And here are the carrots. I kind of laid over because I had to push them over to try to get stuff. Some of the stuff I'm just pulling where I can find the big, where I know that it's not a carrot leaf, and that means I'm not getting all the way down to the root. So it's just to kind of clean it up where I can see what I'm looking at. But yeah, we saw one. There it is. There's one right there. I actually thought about leaving this uncovered, but I think I'm going to go ahead and cover it back up. I should probably, I might throw some fertilizer out here or something. We'll see. Yeah, that's it for this garden space. Looking pretty good. I'm really pleased with that lettuce. All right, let's move on. Wait, look at that. That's what I pulled out. And that over there. There's a lot of it. All right, the peppers that I was trying to save. I don't think these are gonna do anything. I'm not even about to get in here and really try to show y'all what they look like. Not all of them at least, but you see this one. It's just, first of all, what they're covered up with apparently has ripped up like the one over there did before I replaced it. So yeah, so we're just gonna have to bank on, we're not expecting anything to come from that. All right, over here, green onions. I had this side right here covered up where my kale is or was, but it didn't fare very well. So there was one right here. I think there was, yeah, one right there. I don't remember if there was one there. The green onions, I can cut them and they'll just keep coming back, so I'm not worried about those. Just water on this. There was one, a kale here, a kale there. This one looks like it might make it. Sorry. It looks like it might make it. So just cut that bad outside stuff off and it looks like it'll keep going. Same with this one. It has, as long as the middle of it didn't die, it'll make it. But yeah, all the others, they're just mush all the way through. See? So they're done. The garlic, didn't cover that. Onions, didn't cover those. And that is all we have over here. So, next. All right, before we look at more plants, let me just tell you that we have another project. So I was already supposed to have done this, or worked on it at least, and I did not. But when I came out here the other day to look at stuff, just to kind of look things over, this is what I saw. This. So what I need to do before my good soil gets washed away, I'm going to come in and just pull this whole side off and take this soil and just kind of pile it up towards the middle to keep it from running off the side. And then I'll work on this side and put it back on. So yeah, so how I had this attached just didn't work out. But yeah, we're gonna have to work on it. And this board right here was already coming out, so I knew I was gonna have to do something, and I already got some stuff to work on it. We'll see how that goes. I may have to find something different from what I have. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'll show you all of that when I get to it. I'll show you when I get to it. See that? It's running out the side right there. See, that's low. Part of that is, I think I had pushed it back, trying to keep it from running out, but yeah. This is where we need to look. Now, I'm not going to completely uncover this one. The one with the carrots and the beets, I went ahead and left it open. But this is, there really isn't that much under this one. Because like I told you before, it got blown over. And this is that new plastic. But the old stuff got blown over and my stuff died. So, ooh, not looking good, y'all. Not looking good. Look at that. That's a lot of brown that used to be green. Let's see. Yep. Do I have parsley seeds? I think I do. Okay. Alright. Some of it still has some green. So that's good. But yes, it was a bunch of parsley plants back here. Look under there. I don't remember what that green back there, I don't remember what that was. That might be a weed. I don't know. But yeah, all of these were parsley plants. And I'll leave them. Like, this has a little piece of green right there. So it might make it. I think that one will be okay. I didn't need all of these, but I had a really big one and I separated it. So like this. Look at that. Sorry. See that? That's not going to make it. You know, it's got this green on the end. That right there is going to die. It's already dead. And see this one? See, this one looks like it's fine. So we'll make it. Spinach. I need to harvest spinach because look at this. Yeah, I need to cut that. So I might leave this up like it is. I'll actually push it back a little better than that. Okay, we'll just leave it like this. I need to come out here and get that spinach. There's some spinach on this end. Oh gosh, y'all, I really don't want to have to uncover this completely. There's some on this end too, and I can see it right there. So I know I'm gonna have to harvest all this. I might go ahead and do this now. I had that holding it down, so we don't have to worry about it blowing over again. It's gonna have me nice and dirty before I head to the gym. Look at this one. This one's opening up too. Yeah, see that spinach? And there's another one right there. That's all that's on this end. I'm looking under there. That's all that's on this end. Alright guys, so that, oh wait, that's not everything. Sorry. I was about to say that was everything, but I forgot we need to look at these trees. Let's look at the trees. See that? Oh, sorry. See that right there? I think they're gonna be okay. I think they're gonna be okay. Don't ask me which is which. So I don't know right now. But see, this has a bud on it. Come on. It's a little bud right there. I'm not gonna touch it because it actually doesn't look like it's gonna be any good, but we'll see. Oh, there's a bunch down here though. That's good. Next. This has a lot of buds on it. I don't know if they're gonna make it, but here they are. Is this this is that new one, the one that I had to replace last year. I had to get them to send me another one because it died. What's all this stuff back here? Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something. There's another. So, a lot of this is really dark, and I don't know if it's just really dark like that because it hasn't colored up yet, or because they were getting good, and then the cold hit them, and now they're dead. I don't really know, but I mean, the trees look fine. Oh, let's go back this way. Oh, that tag came off of that one. I'll show you that one in a second, but this one that's a lot of buds on this one. It's a lot of buds on that one. And then this is the one I was just saying the little tag came off of. This over here. I'll just lay it. I'll stick it off in here. Hopefully it'll make it. Okay. Now, that is it. There's nothing else I want to show you. I did have that turmeric and ginger that I had in pots, and I have not looked at that since, I don't know, maybe even before the cold came, so we're not even going to bother looking at that. I really should have went ahead and pulled those roots out. But they've just been covered up all this time. We'll see about it. I'm not going to bother with it today. But yeah, that's everything else though. And I'm about to move some things that shouldn't be in my yard right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyway, I'm about to mess with this. And then I need to clean up a little bit before I go to the gym. Because it is gym time. It is gym time. Sorry, I've been working on some stuff on this property back here behind me. And I'm telling you, people really just don't bother watching where their stuff ends up. They really don't. Okay. Sorry if I sound a little annoyed, it's because I am. All right, yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys are having or have had a good weekend, and I hope you have a good week. Bye.